This is the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We are live at Kora Lee's restaurant. This is Miss Kora. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
She came out and she blessed us with this wonderful food.
Yes.
I can't even begin to tell you. It's good.
You just have
it's
to
good.
come here.
I give it a 5 out of 5.
Yes, 5 out of
100%
5.
everything.
We try.
It's good. But it's nice to meet you. Like I said, we like to, promote business, especially local businesses, especially black-owned local businesses, because, we need that type of support.
Yes.
And
Yes, we do.
yeah. And I think what you have here is a great establishment
Thank
from inside out, everywhere,
Thank you.
But we just wanted to, get some information on, what it's like to be a business owner, especially in Baltimore, because, sometimes it can be
Yes.
a little challenging.
Yeah, because I'm not from here. So,
Oh, you're not?
No, this is really, Baltimore is a different type of city. Where
Definitely.
you from? I'm from Colorado.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So it's still an adjustment. And I've been here for quite some time, but it's still a definite adjustment to black-owned business because a lot of people, I think in the last maybe 2 years, people are getting that black-owned businesses do things in excellence. But before that, it was almost like, do you care about what you own?
Right.
Do you care about your customer service? Do you care about these certain things? So I think in the last, I'll say 2 years, I've seen a lot of African American businesses come up and try to start doing business in excellence. Because the struggle was real for a long time. But we can do it. It is harder for us to start businesses in the city.
That was definitely one of the things I wanted to ask you about.
I'm going to leave that there because it's very hard. Just to start a business in the city, and this is our third business in the city, but I honestly might be the last business we open in the city because they make it so difficult with the fees. Just out the gate, $2,000 in fees. Before you open your doors, almost $2,000 in fees, depending on what you're opening, and then depending on what license they decide to give you. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot. In the county, it's one fee you pay, and it's maybe less than $500.
Wow.
Or less.
Wow.
And that's it.
That is, I never knew that. See, that's the thing. That's some of the things that I wanted to touch with you on. But we wanted to start with like the idea of like the theme.
So, how did Kora Lee's come about? So, I've been in business in Maryland for 11 of the 13 years I've lived here. So I haven't worked for anybody in quite a long time. And I knew when I moved here because I was going to open up a place back home, and then I got married and we moved here. So I decided to open here, but we started with event planning so that we could cover the cost of the catering so that we didn't have to take out loans, and then we grew the catering and we were going to start a family, so I was like, I need to kind of chill on catering because it got big very quick and it's a lot of work. And if you can't find people to work, it's hard. So we were doing like these huge weddings and all of these events, and so we tailored back and then we opened up the bakery side because we could still be in food, but it wouldn't be this massive. We still do catering and things like that, but we wouldn't have to like haul all of this stuff to events, unpack and do all this. So that's how it came about. And we opened up Cody Cakes, which was our company before we rebranded to Kora Lee's. So we've had locations for Cody Cakes. We opened up first in Hamden, and then we had a location in the airport, and then we had a location simultaneously in Mount Washington. Okay. And then we just closed everything down to rebrand, start from scratch. Because we wanted to go back into food the way that we were. Because people were like sending us private messages like, "Do you guys can I get a chicken salad sandwich?" I was like, "Really?" Really? So we decided to just close down, rebrand, and open here. And I don't know why we chose this particular location, but I'm kind of glad we did.
So this is out of all the locations you've had, which one's the best location?
I think this is the best location because the light rail goes all the way from BWI to Hunt Valley. So we have a broader span, and a lot of our client base is Caucasian. So we can market all the way down to Hunt Valley to have them come, and then they can just get on the light rail and go home. So this space, I think, works best for us because even people we hire can get to work. There's no excuse of why you can't get to work. No excuse. None. So I think this location works with little windows and just the open space of it. So,
It's interesting that you said that your customer base, because I was looking at the menu and some of the some of the names on the menu.
Oh, don't get it twisted. I'm still very black.
Right,
Yes.
and I thought it was.
Yes, that's what it's like.
Still very black. It's an unfortunate thing that I find in Baltimore is that if black people would support the way that they should support,
Right.
the number one things that as a business owner, I become a mother, a aunt, a counselor, all of these things you don't realize you become when you take on employees. But then when you take on these employees, you are knitted with these people, so you want to make sure that they get paid on time. If we had black people in these doors on a regular basis, we would not be worried about making sure that our employees get paid.
Right.
We have to hustle, and since black people don't come through our doors the way that they should support us, we have to market to white people to
Right.
come through our doors to make sure that they get paid, because we hire at-risk youth, men.
Right, and I saw that in the
We
booklet.
do, and I do it on purpose because this is a city of no hope. They don't know anything about life skills.
Right.
So when you come here, we link you up with people that can help you get life skills. But if I've got to struggle to make payroll, I have a problem in my community because we're trying to get these brothers off of the street,
Right.
get them help, get them. The requirement to work here is you have to go to counseling.
Oh,
There is a requirement because
That's
you're 20 something, you have all these issues and you've never dealt with them, but you can't come here and blow up on the customers. You have to go get help in order to work here.
That's
And
great.
we supply that stuff for you.
And that's the good thing about black businesses, because it's not many other businesses doing stuff like
Right.
that. Not worried about your well-being,
Right.
you know?
most companies feel like we give you a check. That's all you need to
And that's
worry
all
about.
you need to worry about.
And then, but yeah, that's
That's
At
good.
the end of the day, I don't have children, but it's still my responsibility as a black woman to make sure that our black people are
Yes.
okay, because no one else is going to check for us.
The community village concept is diminishing.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I remember back in the day, if I did something, I was getting a whooping by Miss Mabel. Miss Mabel was telling my mama, and then I got whooped, and then my dad came home and did the same. You were like, 3? Yo, what did I do? And I'm
Right.
never gonna do it again.
Yes.
But that concept is gone, and the fact that we have enough sense to care about these people when they come in the door, we tolerate a little more than we should have to. But I also understand they didn't get the life skills that you got. They weren't raised in a 2-parent home. They didn't have the privileges that you had. So you have to be a little more lenient. And everybody else would have thrown most of these people out already.
Right.
But it's because they don't have what they need to survive.
That nurturing aspect for one.
They don't.
Yeah.
So this is why I do what I do. Corliss is my grandmother's name. I'm named after my grandmother. And so I just figured this is where I got all of this stuff from. I watched her do exactly what I'm doing. Raising other people's kids, helping them, do all of these things that I'm doing right now. So why not?
Right.
Corliss?
That's that is great.
Don't cry, girl, don't cry.
yeah,
don't
like-
go straight to it. No, but it's our responsibility though, seriously, to like really help the community and being an outsider looking at what is here in the city. Lord, it's very sad. It's a sad state of affairs, but I think our community should be ashamed that we do not keep our businesses open
Right.
at all.
And that's the biggest challenge is keeping, having the support of your own people, which has always been an issue
We
in and
talk
of
a good
itself.
game. Oh,
Yeah.
we talk a good game.
Let another company do something, we all get all riled up, and then, but on a day-to-day basis, we
We
don't.
are not
Right.
supported.
Right. And that was my biggest issue with stuff that I would see like
I think we
online and
support
stuff.
more of like the people that we should not be supporting
Right.
because we like the items.
Oh my
We
God.
think the items
You think the social
they're
status or
trendy,
something,
it's
yeah.
whatever. But like behind, like if you're looking further behind that,
They don't
and
even
like
want you
they don't
in their
care. They don't.
brand.
Yeah,
They
it's
could
not.
care less, and we're promoting them for free. Yet we have a whole menu dedicated to African American folks.
Right.
Like no one knows what the right decision is. She was the first African American cook in the White House.
Yes.
Why are these things we know?
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. He was like, "Who's Chicken George?" I was like, "I don't know. Let's Google."
Yeah, we was trying to figure out who Chicken George was. I was yeah.
But I mean, that's good, and especially if you have a community, like you said, the Caucasian community coming into your restaurant,
It also
and then they
sheds light.
seeing this,
Yeah, because they need to know, they need to be educated as well
Exactly.
as we are. Like, if we are the only people who are educated on these things, it's
This
not
is the
gonna.
funniest. They know more about who these people are than we
Then
do.
we
Yeah, that is true.
Because they take the time to sit down and read and listen to, we like, oh, it's flashy, it's cool, it costs a lot of money, like, oh, I want that. But it's not like, we don't sit down and like, okay, I want to read, I want to understand, I want to learn.
and then you're not
and
taught it in
figure
school
things out.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah, you're not. So, what makes you even think about it if
Right.
you never,
Right.
if it never comes, it never comes.
So sick. 'Cause
Yeah.
my parents, our library was nothing but black books
Oh.
about black people. So when we got in trouble, I hated it too. My dad would be like, read a book. I'd be like, no. But I read the books and I learned about so many black people. And those books are in our family today. And I'm like, hey,
That's good.
Mom, when you guys away, listen, I don't want none of that. I just want those books because it's information that we don't have today.
Right.
So we have black art. We had black artists come in. I wanted black art on the walls. I wanted a black staff on purpose.
Right.
Like these are things done on purpose to show we can do black-owned business in excellence. So when you walk in the door, you don't necessarily think, oh, a black person owns this. You don't know who owns
It's
it.
just a nice establishment. Yeah. I always thought that was good. But you was talking in the beginning about some of the challenges that it is to like open up a business, especially I know the city and the county have two different things.
Yeah.
Just being a black business owner and the challenges, especially maybe like getting like the financial backing and dealing with financial institutions, because I know that they're really reluctant to fund black businesses.
Even black-owned establishments are reluctant. They say they're for us, but there's a whole entire process they put you through before you can even really get the help. So for me, and I've been blessed to have a husband who supports 152,000%. So none of this would have happened without his support.
Right.
But we also knew in the beginning we need to do this. I reached out to certain zip codes because we could not get funding, but I went and got postcards and things printed and I sent them to particular zip codes in particular counties. And they in turn, no questions asked, paid the price, and that's how we stacked our money.
Oh wow.
That is good.
Unfortunately, they were white.
Yeah, right, and that's what I was about to ask.
We have to
you.
do it because I already knew we're not going to do it. We want to nickel and dime us down. But so we've not had to take a loan out.
That's
great.
We've not had to do this build out because people don't read their contracts and they don't know like how to like read contracts or negotiate things. I didn't pay for this build out. The landlord paid for this.
Oh.
So you find places that will be willing to allot you money to build out. Because then you don't have to come out of your pocket, but for like your furniture and that kind of thing. And that stuff is easy kind of stuff to get. It's not as expensive as it used to be. So banks don't help. We have black-owned bank. And they were just really as unprofessional as anybody else.
Oh wow.
So where are they today? Still nowhere around.
Right. And I know a lot of people do like these, like pushing, like, oh, go back to black-owned banks because they'll help you support your
Not
own.
updated. They are not. So if I put in a deposit today, I'm a small owner. I cannot wait for you to deposit it in 7 days.
Right.
If I go to Bank of America or another bank, they put it in, it's there. You're not having all these issues. So it's hard to do business with us on that end if you're not going to come up to the 21st century.
Right.
You know, and
That is
it's
true.
sad that they don't make it easy for us to get business. To get monies for business. I just say stack your money and do it wisely because it can be done. Just trust and believe. I would love a loan, but we fight for every dime we get to make sure they get paid and to make sure that we can cover our expenses here.
Right.
You know? It's not easy. It's not. And that's why a lot of people don't go into business because they think this is a quick, easy thing.
Yep.
And people go for trends. And I'm like, dude, you cannot do that.
No,
if
you
want
gotta be on it.
You gotta be on it.
Right.
I'm tired as all get out, but guess what? I'm gonna be 3 of tomorrow, I'll probably be here late because we're out of biscuits, and I already know it's fitting to go
Oh yeah,
down.
you got it. Yeah, you want to eat biscuits. I tasted one, so yeah, you can't run out of them biscuits.
I want to come back just to get biscuits.
Like, and that's the thing we run out of the most. So I'm like, I know there's certain things that have to be done to set them up for brunch tomorrow, so I can at least have a couple hours off to go to church and then come here and help them out. But this is an everyday. Like, we had to close on Mondays just so we all could get like one day.
Right.
But I'm still here. I work 7 days a week, and most people are like, I want to go kick it. Right, 7 days a week here. Up at 4, picking them up, we come here, we get the store ready to open. And here all day, but most people are like, oh, I'm gonna go to this concert, I'm going on vacation. How? How are you all doing this?
Right.
Yeah.
This is a hustle, and it's not like a hustle, quick hustle. This is like you gotta grind to grow your business.
And a lot of people don't think that that's necessary.
Man, are
They
you
think something
kidding
can
me?
just spark and go viral, and the next thing you know, it's
No,
just
and it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I'm like, dude, I tore something in my knee, and I've got to have surgery right now, but I'm prolonging the surgery so I can make sure that they are straight before I go. Sacrifice, I'm walking around like a gimp. Like straight up, I got uneven legs or something, and I don't. But I want to make sure that they're straight and that when people come in, they don't know I'm gone.
Right.
But my staff can succeed. Who wants to leave a staff and not leave them to be great?
Right.
You know, the struggle is real, but if you want it, go do it. Some people are built for this, it's in their DNA. And I'm one of those people, and some people are like, oh, this is the quick way to make money, and then it just goes by the wayside. Yeah.
Right. That's why I always felt like money should never be the determining factor or the leading factor. It should always be whatever it is you're passionate about, and money will come with the growth and the
With
success.
the growth of the business.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Because I just feel like if you chase money, you'll be chasing everything, which way you'll never actually have any direction in life. So
Exactly. If you chase the money, you're chasing those trends, and those things run out all the time. And I'm like, well, what's the point of doing something somebody else does?
right.
If this is really what you want to do, we specifically created stuff for our store, for our brand, you do that. If this is your passion, if you're in food, then you'll create stuff specifically for your establishment. If you're doing clothes, you're not going to go and look at someone else's clothes and copy that. You're going to have a creative mind enough so that people catch on to what you're doing, but you're going to do it long enough so that no one else does what you do.
Right. See, I have my own clothing line, and people would be like, "Are you checking to see?" And I'm like, "No, I don't care." What does that mean to me? Like, like I've had that same conversation, and they looked at me like I was crazy, and I'm just like, "Well, that's what it is, and that's what it is." But I'm not paying attention to what other people are doing because that kind of defeats the purpose.
It makes you crazy, and then you're like, you can't focus on what you're doing. I eat and breathe this every day, so they'll all be in the kitchen and they'll all be watching. They're like, how did you come up with that? I'm like, I literally would dream about this, or I tasted this and thought this is going to be good together. So we create stuff every day. It's something different in here, and I think it drives some people crazy. But I never want them to get used to coming and getting the same old thing. You're standard stuff.
Except them cheddar biscuits. I never want to see them go.
Please don't take those off the menu.
Listen, can we get the biscuits off of the menu? Man, so we have people come in here during the day and they'll be like, you guys want one of those honey butter biscuits? I'm like, no. They're gonna look and I'm like, man, give me 45 minutes. And they'll be back in 45 minutes. Like, oh, thanks so much. We're like, yo, really? Can we not make no more biscuits? Like, we got cinnamon rolls and all kinds of other stuff. Biscuits.
Do you cook at home, or is it like I'm tired,
So
like
you know
listening to me? We
If
not
my
supposed
husband-
to do this at home.
Girl, if my husband ever lies and tells people that I don't cook for him, it's a lie. But like in the last 30 days, I can say maybe twice. Because we've been here trying to make sure this so, but I'm going back. I was like, I can't eat another IHOP meal. I can't eat out. I can't eat another Qdoba. We need stock in that spot. But typically, yes, I cook at home because it's pointless. I'm cooking for everybody else. I can't cook.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I
Well,
try.
I did see that in this booklet here that Mr. Lonnie gave me, that you guys have a partnership with Joy Baltimore, and you were recognized for, like you said, hiring youth and stuff like that. And I thought that was interesting with the Thanksgiving drive too as well.
Yes, I'm excited about that actually.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that because so many people are helping, and it's good to see somebody doing something. And nobody really understands how much he is doing to help these youth. And it's almost like, why does it always take somebody else outside of the city that these kids live in to do more than what y'all do?
Right.
That's anything. That's like, you know, kids don't want to listen to their parents, but someone else tell them something, they listen. I think it's just like it's like a human thing. Like, we don't ever want to listen to the people that we're supposed to listen to. We'd rather hear come from someone else. It'll, like, I don't know if it sounds better or like what it is, but
it's probably just one of those too close to home things.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I don't understand.
I don't.
I feel like I don't understand. I don't understand it either. I'm just like, maybe they'll take a look at this and really want to like do something with his organization and do things with small businesses to encourage them. Because if the city, which they have money, they can lie and say they don't, $1 million dog park.
Yeah.
Right.
$1 million for a dog park right next to our store. A $35 million facility built to house black kids. Let's just keep it very real.
Right.
To house us. $1 million because some white people wanted it. Let's just be very real. For some dogs. And I'm a pet owner.
They don't need no $1 million dog.
They not right.
They in the backyard.
They can run on
I'm not gonna walk them like, no, y'all too little to be trying to come. Go in the backyard and work that out. $1 million, $35 million, yet y'all don't have money to support small businesses, at least with payroll for a year, so that we can hire these kids, get them financial help, get them all of these things that they need so they can be successful, so they don't have to go to the $35 million facility y'all built to house them.
Right.
But ain't nobody gonna get paid on that. So why do that?
Right.
These white people will not get paid down the pipeline. So why do something that makes sense?
Right.
Other people in the community gotta try to pull this stuff together so that we can keep.
And do it on like the grassroots level. Yep.
This sucks. I'm just like, it sucks. But this is Baltimore City, and I'm really annoyed that they don't do more.
Yeah.
They support others, and as much as they say they support black-owned business,
It doesn't show.
crickets.
And this is also that you aren't even from here. You come from Colorado and like already are out here, like
And making a difference.
looking at our youth and trying to make a difference, and you care more than people that live here have lived here for years care, and that's really dope. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm concerned because with them, they slaughter us like pigs.
Every day.
Slaughter us like pigs. And how dare a city run by a black mayor and all of these black people in office, and y'all telling me y'all don't have money to come out and do something with small black-owned businesses that say, can y'all hire these youth and get them off the street and help them? Nothing.
And then they always try to say that the path to getting them out, to success is keeping them with jobs and in school, but they don't actually fund it to make it happen. So I don't understand. It's like talking out of both sides of their mouths.
I mean, they try with youth works, but it's not enough. Like, they
but like
seem to
really
work like
solid
2 days
things,
a week.
like if they had something like this that they was funding,
They work like 2 days a
widespread.
week, and it's only for like 3 hours that they at work, and then
Who can live off of that?
Right.
Who can buy? Who can have housing off of that? Who can buy a bus pass off of that? Come on now.
Right.
That's crazy to me. I don't know. I just think Baltimore City needs to do more because I'm like, y'all are in trouble. Y'all see it. No, they see it, but because they're good at home or their people are good,
They don't really care.
until it actually affects them, nobody wants to do anything. And I'm like, I have yet to be affected in all actuality, but we need to be proactive.
Right.
We have to be proactive.
Right. Because the people who try to wait until it actually affects them, eventually it will. So you might as well try to get it straightened up before it gets widespread.
Yep.
So it's just like,
I think it's more like people would rather like go on social media and argue and.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, you need people like that to be in here.
right.
yeah.
He'll come back eventually. I don't know where he is, but he'll come back and he'll say, "Oh, I was at such and such." But where are we at? aware of. It's a sad shame. It's a sad shame. So I'll sacrifice and do what I have to do to make sure that we can hire some young men and get them help. I mean, Lonnie has connections to get people help and get them in programs, so why not? Why not do that connection and say, hey, you guys come here, these are the stipulations. They understand it. We had meetings about it, and they're like, okay. Some will admit it, like, yeah, I need counseling and I need to do these things. How are you going to be a good dad if you haven't been taught how to? So we have financial planners that will help them in helping them getting housing and helping them with all that stuff. So I'm shocked that the city doesn't do more.
Right. Now, in terms of, how you said your process is with your employees, I'm sure you've seen the actual difference that it makes with the stipulations and stuff that you have for your employees and the level of development that you invest in them.
It does. It makes a huge difference because, number one, there's some stuff I just don't want to know, but they feel comfortable in saying. So my ears and my insides are like, what? But my face is like, okay. But I think they need that safe place. And since most of the people here are older women and then we have young men, I think they feel safe with being able to be that comfortable and say things. Or like, we had somebody recently, they knew I was going to say something. They were mad at me the day before, but then they were like, Miss Kora, I did something. And I was like, what did you do? And they told me what they did. And I think they told me because they really wanted me to tell them the truth about themselves and the situation. So it's a huge deal for me to allow, because some of the mother in some relationships are jacked up. I'm not a mom by any means. I don't want to be nobody's mom. But if this is going to help you become a better man, so we can keep you out of 35 million or keep you from being 6 feet under, so be it. I'll listen to the craziness, and some stuff is just it's above my pay grade. But I'll listen to it so that we can make sure that you don't become a statistic.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if no one else cares for you, when you come here, we care for you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's great too, because most of the time, not that we don't need help either, but it's more always about like the woman in the situation. I feel like this is great because I don't think men feel like they do have a safe haven or they do have a place where like people care. I feel like it's more or less like, I mean, you're a guy, you're tough, you'll get over it. Like it'll be okay. So I think that's great that it's more like shed light on like to take care of our men and keep them sane, keep them happy, and keep them going just as much as we want to keep our women going and happy.
Yeah, it starts with them though.
Yeah.
If they are jacked up, they'll take a good person and jack them up. And then she takes a good person and jacks them up, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop. We got kids who are jacked up because their parents were jacked up, and nobody took the time to say, listen, you're jacked up. You need to go to counseling, and what you're doing right now is not right. So we got to start these cycles. It's terrible. Like, we need to survive.
Right.
And with all of the stuff that's going on, we need to survive. And our men need to survive to keep us going.
And we got to help each other do it. I mean, that's really the only way to make it happen. Otherwise, it won't.
You are very correct. You are very correct.
Yeah. But I had something else. I feel like I blanked out. Like everything you said was just so riveting.
Yes. I think we abandoned the questions we had.
Right. Well, we kind of did touch on the Thanksgiving drive that you guys have going on, but are there any other events that you're maybe hosting here or a part of? Or
I'm super excited. We'll be doing karaoke. I think we're going to be doing it on first and third Fridays. I think the first one is the 17th. So we'll be doing karaoke's here. We're going to put together some spoken word stuff, and we have people come in to like host events in here, which is good. So those things will definitely help keep us alive for our youth. So we're going to start pushing.
Drag brunch coming up?
Oh, we do have the drag brunch. My first one ever in life. So I'm doing a drag brunch.
a drag
really?
They have them in DC all the time, but
Yeah,
I've never had it here.
Listen, never heard of it until like I saw it on something. I guess they were in DC.
They have them all all the
So
time
we're
there.
gonna have one here to support
cool.
Joy Baltimore.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. That I'm very excited about.
I'm trying to think
Was
like
it the
drag,
18th?
like drag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The 18th of November, right?
Yes.
18th of November.
Okay.
So yes, when I tell you I'm super. Somebody please be Beyonce. I just when they. It's not that I'm like a fan, but like when they do Beyonce, they be like, I'll be like, yes, do it. So I'm excited about that. Wholeheartedly excited. So karaoke, I'm really excited about because I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
Karaoke is always good for the
I'm
community. Like,
excited about the karaoke though. We might be Reese and Cephas.
I'll say for Sinatra. I got some for Sinatra my way. I told you I'm not lying.
Listen, he don't need you like, and he can't sing.
I don't think he's like any
And he cannot sing. Girl, when I tell you cannot.
So, do you have a Facebook page?
Look. I do. It's Corley's Cafe. I think it's our Instagram and our Facebook.
yeah, I actually followed you guys on Instagram last night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you post your events on there? and
We do.
everything?
We post everything on there. We have somebody who does it because I just can't keep up. But I was like, oh, you're always on your phone, can you?
Yeah.
So I just send stuff to her and she'll post it up. But yeah, we keep everything, all that stuff posted. We and I'm getting ready to put it on our website so that people will see that we have brunch and all that kind of stuff. We just like the first month, we wanted to make sure that people were comfortable. I think now people are in their groove before we be like, come on down.
Yeah.
So now I think we've kind of gotten a groove. So now we can heavily promote so that because the white people down here on the corner can be packed. We can too.
Yeah.
We just, I don't understand this, but.
How long has this particular location been open?
We've only been open for a month. We opened September 6th.
Okay.
And so I wanted everybody to feel comfortable. And now that people kind of feel comfortable with being able to get plates out and put stuff proper, I think now that we go into heavy promotion of the space, that will be good.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, definitely shoot us the information for that. We'll help
will.
promote it.
Yes.
We'll be down for the karaoke and everything.
I'm
I'll probably
excited
be
about
bluffing on singing. But I'll definitely come support.
You know me.
Karaoke
You know
out
everybody be
here.
trying to come in and be Lauryn Hill. You be like, calm down.
It's the atmosphere. You're gonna get in here and just want to sing.
I probably will be, especially if I, have a little drink.
Oh Lord, yes. We
Yes.
know you off drinks.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah, so we're working on. We can get a liquor license in here, but I was like, I have no idea how much that's going to entail because
Yeah.
the building owner will pay for it. These are things you got to look for. 'Cause I was like, me pay for that? Never. But if you want to pay for it, so be it. So we'll probably look into it to see what we need to do like beer and wine stuff.
Okay.
But for karaoke's, we're going to have a service come in and
Okay.
Because I was like, look, I don't know nothing about liquor. I do coolers. Maybe. I no longer can drink hard liquor. My 20s, yes. 20 years ago.
I'm starting to fall off that cliff too.
Y'all are young.
I don't be feeling it the day
Yeah,
after.
like we feel like
feel
afterwards, it's not the same
I feel like you
anymore.
got to get to
No,
one of
it's
those
not.
machines.
And I thought it was real grown. And I was like, yes, I'm going to get me a hot top. And I never had a hot top before. Listen, I was so sick. And I was like, but I'm full grown. And I'm sick. And I was like, never again in life. And I haven't. No, I was like, no, I'm good at being exactly this age. I've proved enough.
Yeah.
I was like, nope. No.
Yep. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming out and having this chat with us, getting to let
thank you.
us know the person behind the brand and the business and all of that because it's
This is our first actual
this is
outdoor,
actually our
interview.
first time interviewing a local
Really?
business.
Yep.
So
yeah.
we're trying to get
Wait,
into
is this your first show?
No, this
it's
is our
not.
first.
We have how many we're up to
26.
26 episodes. But we were trying to branch out and do other things. We've been trying to do special features and things like this. So this is our first actual
Well, thank you for
special
stopping
feature.
by.
Yes.
I'm excited. I want to
Appreciate
see
it.
it. You posted on your page?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see
watch.
it.
So-
Listen, can you airbrush out these bags though?
You look great. You listen. You work hard. Okay. Anybody that's gonna be
Don't
cooking,
judge,
it can
y'all.
look
Don't
like
judge.
it's okay.
My
Like,
nickname is Frederick.
Oh, do not put that in there. So I walk around and I'll be like, yo, my Frederick, my hair. I'll be like, yo, my Frederick is not acting right today. So this one, the whole staff be like, Frederick. I'm like, y'all so petty. My husband really be like, yo, Frederick with your slave hair. I be like, yo, oh, he's so petty, yo. I should have never told him what that was. I was like, my edges are not slaves, so I do not have slaves. But I know some people, they stuff is like.
Yeah,
Power to
their
the
edges
people.
are
power to the people.
Yes, shop resident and shop cousin. So we have those two. But I'm excited about this space. I think we'll do a lot in this space. And
Like you can just feel the energy is good in here. Like it's a place that you actually want to be in.
you like that because some days I know they'd be like, I'm writing that down. Like, don't y'all like us? We want you guys to stay. But yeah, I'm hoping that we get a lot of press and stuff about what we're doing because the city needs to step up.
Yeah.
Force them fools to step up.
And that's what we want to do. We want to promote that type of stuff and, try to get some movements going so that way everybody can kind of come together and collaborate and make something. Because right now we're, like you said, still struggling. So.
Still struggling. And I know some pretty good businesses that have come a long way. And I'm like, we just should not, our white counterparts are blowing up. And their stuff isn't as good as ours. None of that. They could care less about the community.
It's a bite off of our things most of the time. Like a huge bite.
Can you say that, please? Please don't get me to roll my
Most of that
eyes.
stuff.
Yes.
Do not get me started. Like,
huge
yes,
bite.
they take a huge. We noticed, and I had to stop watching on Instagram. I had to, but even black people here did the same thing. We've had people. We have a cookie called the Everything. We didn't even bother to change the name. Took the whole cookie and everything and promotes it like she just made it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
What's crazier is she's literally in walking distance.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
I said, we can't even come together, us.
Right.
And I knew she had did it, and she knew she had did it, and I still helped her. I still helped her.
You better than me.
In an area where she needed to grow her business. Like, you are petty and trifling, but this is what you need to do if you want to stay in business, because you're not if you're going to do this.
You are better than me.
Let me
I have
tell
a
you.
hard time turning the other cheek.
But I feel like when you know the type of person you are, and you already know your abilities, and you can help other people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're worried, then
Yeah,
it
you
might be
can.
like,
It's
I don't know,
admirable.
but
I'm just
like,
saying
you
I
know,
sometimes wouldn't.
You have to know
be
what
able
you
to
do.
do it.
I'm confident in what
Yes.
we do, and I was like, you're a bottom feeder. And it's sad to say, because you're a person who goes around and steals other people's stuff and then tries to sell it at your store. This is because you think this is really what you want to do.
Right.
But this isn't what you want to do, and you have to do everything to survive.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it'll show.
And it
I was about to
shows.
say,
And
it
so I was
shows.
like, well, it is what it is. Because we've had people now that we're here, like, we used to go over there and, yeah, their stuff is okay, but, and literally have been here every day for a month. It was like, you got diabetes or something. But I mean, you just, regardless sometimes of how people do you have to see the bigger picture. Like, there's something wrong for you to do that. And I'm still going to help you because at the end of the day, I don't want to see you fail.
Right.
You might because you're a thief. That's on your own, but I don't want to play a part in that. I'm still going to help you regardless. So,
Right.
yeah, it takes a bigger person.
That's admirable. That's something I would have to work on. Because
Trust
I
me,
would
it
be
didn't-
like, oh no, you stole my thing. You on your own.
It didn't just come. Oh no, it did not just come. I was like, Jesus, you don't have to help a sister come. I want to really jack her up right now. Then I was like, you have jail time, or do you want to be at home?
You don't want to be in that 35
Right. I want to be on my number 35, that number 35 bed. Like, no. So I was like, let me just. It takes a minute for you to really look at that stuff and be like, these people are stealing your ideas left and right. But you know it never tastes like what you have.
Right. You can't be an original.
Nope.
So.
So you just gotta, that's why we keep changing stuff all the time. So that you can't keep up with what we're doing.
Right.
You know?
Well, make sure you check out Kora Lee's Cafe. This is definitely great food. I'm gonna need a box.
Mine's gone.
Yeah, she smashed
The
hers.
plate guy took it away in the middle of the show.
Make sure you check them out. Y'all said you got the karaoke thing coming up,
Yes.
and then you said this.
Spoken word.
Spoken
we're
word.
planning. So we're doing. Oh, we have like these chef spotlights we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
For different chefs. I think we have like 2 or 3 already that we're gonna set up dates to spotlight. So there'll be dinners here and that kind of thing. So we're excited.
That is cool. And you said you have a website too, right? It's
We do. CoraLees.com.
CoraLees.com. So go to CoraLees.com, check them out, and get down here and get some of these foods.
biscuits, y'all.
Yeah.
It ain't even just the biscuits. The biscuits
Everything,
just
but yeah.
pull up and get some
Some food.
good soul food. Like I feel like I didn't eat anything today, and now I feel great. Like I can just take on the world after eating this. So make sure you come check them out, and make sure you like, share, subscribe the video. Tune into the Busy Doing Nothing podcast every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Thursdays for the live segments. And go to our website, www.bdnpodcast.com. Get yourself your hat, like, share, subscribe, do all that thing. Until next time, everybody be good, eat good, come here and eat good.
Enjoy on Saturday.
Thank you for having us again.
Thank you for having me.